Just what's it like kind of adapting to a new coaching staff, a new team? I mean, you had a few weeks there where it wasn't the same old players and coaches that you were learning from.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of fun learning from new people, not just the coaches but the girls as well, just learning how to play with different styles and play with different terminology and all the things. But it was really fun just to learn new things.
Is there anything major that stuck out in terms of an area that you maybe grew in those weeks that you were down there?
Yeah, I think my defense was really good. I think I was really productive. I came in and did what I had to do.
Did that come from guarding some WNBA players, especially in that championship game? I know you had a couple WNBA players that you were having to go up against.
Yeah, I think absolutely. I've guarded Camilla before, but not that well as I did down there, so that was pretty cool.
You're like, I thought I was done with you.
I know, yeah.
Really stepped up in some of the bigger games. The quarterfinal game, you were terrific. The final, you were terrific. Obviously you're no stranger to the pressure of a Final Four, but what was it about the big moments on the kind of the FIBA stage that brought out the best in you?
Yeah, I think, being in a new system, like learning all those things really fast, I think once we got towards the end of those games, we were like clicking and everything made sense in our heads. So I think that was really helpful.
Did you know Audie terribly well before that, or did you guys get a chance to know each other a lot better down there?
Yeah, we got a chance to know each other better. I knew her a little bit before we played against each other, obviously, but yeah, she's pretty cool.
Now that you're back here and getting into practice, what's it been like to just trying to get back in the fold and try to learn some of the stuff that you guys are learning right now?
Yeah, well, I don't think we have a lot of new things, so it's been pretty easy just coming back. This is my 4th year. That's kind of crazy, but it's my 4th year, so I know all of the sets and the defense. So.
As one of the seniors that's going to be, helping to break in a lot of new starters this year, what's Coach Jensen asking out of you, leadership-wise? As a senior?
Yeah, I think just communicating, answering any questions, leading by example, doing all the little things is just really important. Just making sure the younger girls are staying confident in themselves and not getting down about missing something, because it is really hard to take in all this information so quickly.
Do you see yourself playing mostly power forward this year as a senior now that you have 2 centers?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see.
As an observer,
depending on foul trouble.
As an observer, it seems like this year's post group is really impressive. Even though Ava and Layla are young, it seems like this year's group is real. Have you felt that in practice? That you're like, boy, we're really strong in the post this time?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're both really quick on their feet. Layla's been tremendous with her defense, so that's been really cool to see. They both get up and down really well, so it's really exciting that we've got 2 really great ones.
So does it impact what you work on during the summer if you're going to play more power? I saw you look pretty comfortable shooting threes today.
Yeah, I work on both things, so I just have longer workouts this summer, so that's fun. But yeah, I'm just working on a little bit of everything.
You brought it up about being a senior. What has this journey been like for you? Does it feel like you've been here that long?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. My first 2 years were so long and incredible, but I think this last year went by really fast, and this one coming up, I'm excited for a new journey with a new team again.
What's it going to take to make the most out of your last go-around in a Hawkeye uniform?
Yeah, I think just playing to the best of my ability, enjoying it, having fun is really important for me. When I'm having fun, I'm playing my best. So.
Last year, obviously, last summer, you had the knee surgery, so you were a little slow to get into things, and I don't think you practiced until the fall. Now you're healthy this summer. Has that allowed you to really get in the gym and work on not only the 3-point shooting, but maybe mid-range and some ball handling stuff?
Yeah.
And how comfortable do you feel with all those right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel good. I've just had these past 2 weeks because I was gone for 3. But I can get into the gym so much more now. It's so nice not having to sit out, and it's just been fun trying new stuff and seeing what I can do.
What's got you excited about some of the things you're seeing from the newcomers?
I think they're all really eager to learn, which is always so important for freshmen. They all play really well, really hard. Journey has been one of my favorites to watch. She works so hard. She gets rebounds. She defends well. She runs the floor. So she's going to be really special for us, I think.
Going back to your time with Team USA, can you just walk us through the moment that you found out when you learned what that meant to you to be able to play for Red, White, and Blue, and who the first people were that you told?
Yeah, so I think when we got the call, I called my mom right away, and then my dad. So, and they were so excited. My mom, my mom said she was jumping up and down in her office at work. So, but yeah, it was just super cool to be able to represent like that, and not only for the USA but for the Hawkeyes as well.
Did you ever envision that being part of your journey, getting a chance to travel abroad with Team USA and win a gold medal with them?
I didn't. You know, they invited me to come, and I was a little bit uneasy because sometimes I don't like to step out of my comfort zone. But Jan told me I had to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm really glad that I decided to go.
Where's your gold medal right now? What's it doing?
It is in my room, hanging on my wall.
Is it different?
But my parents are gonna take it. My parents are gonna take it so I don't lose it or something.
Is it a different feeling to put on that Team USA jersey, or when it gets out on the floor, ball is ball?
Yeah, ball is ball. It is really special coming together with all like the best in the country and getting to know them on and off the court was really cool.
Those live reps, like at the end of practice, how much is that? Because I'm assuming Ava's probably the best post that you went up against before. Just how helpful is that for you to go to battle with her? And
It's great. Yeah, it helps me get better, and that's like the biggest thing is I want to become the best player that I can be, and she's definitely pushing me to become that.
How much has that game improved just in the last 3 weeks?
I feel like it's improved a lot. I can't like, we at home, we don't have a lot of big people. I would say I'm the tallest person in the women's basketball side for a while. I mean, now obviously that I'm gone, but it's been great to be able to play against someone so good. So yeah.
You guys have different styles too. Does that help you? You seem to complement each other.
Yeah, she's really good at the pump fake, so it's helped me a lot not be jumping when I'm playing defense and make sure I'm staying on my feet. So she does a really good job at holding me accountable on defense.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys obviously complement each other from when you're gonna be on the court together, but then the fact that you kind of get to go up against a different style, she gets to face a different style. How much does it help that you guys are different and get to go up against differing skill sets?
I think it's really good. It's going to help us when we play in games, especially because I'd say she's more of like a versatile, more jumpy, and I'm more like strong and want to go up. So helping us like figure out how we're going to defend that in real time.
Would you see her just playing together?
That'd be great. Yes. I mean, yeah, that's
Twin
obviously
Towers?
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
What's something you learned from Megan Gustoson when she was here with you guys?
Wow, she's helped us a lot with our footwork and pivoting. I feel like that's a big thing, but also just being vocal and learning how to like actually use our bodies. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're learning a lot from Jan too? I mean, she's
Yes.
nicknamed the Post Whisperer for a reason, and so she has a lot of wisdom to pass along. What's something that you've maybe picked up on her in the last few weeks?
She is very, very adamant about like being strong with the ball, and you have it and you go quick. Like you're not just holding the ball and then waiting. You're going up and not just like dribbling. So that's like the biggest thing for me now is I need to like bring back a little bit, because in high school I would dribble to the basket or I would just like take a little bit longer. Now it's just a quick decision. She's done a good job helping with that.
How did she find you?
I think it was more of a coincidence. I had someone that we had known with ESPN, and it was my sophomore to junior year. I hadn't really been recruited. It was one tournament that I actually got around 20 offers. And then he told her that, oh, there's this big on this court. It was actually Lisa at the time. And Lisa came over and watched, but Jan was the one I actually had the first phone call with. So it's been a great connection, yeah.
I don't know, you only know what you know, but what would maybe somebody not know about playing high school sports in Alaska? I mean, I've heard sometimes you have long road trips, overnight trips and stuff. I mean,
well, we do. Sometimes we have to fly to conference games. We have a team that's called Kodiak. They're on an island, and we switch every other year. And we fly there, or there's like 6-hour drives to -40 weather. But not a lot of big people. Usually, I would be more faced with the 3 people on me that are a little bit shorter than me. So it's a little bit of a switch coming here to play against bigger people. But I always played with my siblings. My brother's 6'7", so he's helped me a lot, and my sister's helped me a lot. She's 6'3", so we come from a tall family. Yeah.
Are your parents huge too?
Yeah, my dad's 6'5", and my mom's 5'11", so we're on the higher side, I feel like.
Any other college athletes in the family?
Yeah, my sister plays basketball at Eastern Washington, and then my brother plays college football at College of Idaho. They're NAIA. Yeah. Yeah.
The Coyotes, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Is your family? I mean, with them in the Northwest and you here. I mean, are your parents still in Alaska, or what are they doing now?
Yes, my parents are still in Alaska. My dad works on an oil rig, so that's like it's in Alaska and it's closer. But they plan on coming around and doing as much stops as they can. I know we play in California, so that'll be a little bit easier for them to come to that one, but yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of parents like will relocate. Like I know
Addie's parents are coming to, and Ava's.
But yours are probably sticking in Alaska.
I mean, we'll see what comes. I mean, I think they're just getting. I'm the youngest, so I think they're getting used to everyone out of the nest. So I think they're going to try to figure that out a little bit more before they start to like figure out if they want to move. But yeah.
Do you have any other family in the continental U.S. or I mean, do they all like live?
Washington.
I mean, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my aunt lives in Washington, Bellingham,
Okay.
and the rest is in Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Do you? I mean, I feel like just watching you in practice, it seems like you're picking up on things. It seems like you're getting a lot of reps. Do you feel like it's come naturally? You coming here?
Yeah, I feel like I have such a great support system, so I'm not afraid to be able to play hard and have fun with it. So just being able to like grow with my team and not have to worry about them like getting upset if I throw the ball out of bounds or that kind of stuff. It's just been great. It feels like I can be myself when I play, which makes it obviously easier. Yeah.
You were kind of on fire today.
Oh,
Is that just kind of the way it's been, or were you feeling particularly good?
I felt good today. I mean, I had a good breakfast. I mean, yeah, it was just a good practice. I know I felt strong. Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast?
A bagel. I'm not much of a breakfast person because we're in the dorms, but I snuck it in here and I made it here. So.
What kind of bagel did you put in?
Bagel and cream cheese. I feel like I need to up my bagel game a little bit though. Next time I'll maybe add something to it.
A couple of clips got posted from practice, and the fans are kind of going crazy. Is it get kind of adjusting to the level of eyes that are on you at Iowa? What's that been like?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm so grateful to be in this position. Like, this is really amazing, and I'm happy I'm so happy that I got put here. But it's insane. Like, and the people are amazing too. Like, obviously, like me and Chit Chat and all of us, we go live, and we've really felt it. They're always super like excited for us. They're saying they're excited for us to play, and it really makes you feel wanted. Like the fans are amazing.
Is there anything about Iowa that's caught you off guard or anything that surprised you? I don't know how well you felt like you knew what to expect out of the state when you came
Everyone's so friendly.
Yeah.
Like they'll say hi to you on the streets, and they're just they'll talk to you, and which is really amazing. I feel like the hospitality, and especially with my team, like I feel like I can't say it enough how grateful I am to be here. Like this has been such a blessing, and just everything's been amazing.
How did having an older sister who played Division I or plays Division I basketball, how'd that help make you a better player?
My family's really competitive, so like even if it's a board game, like we are getting like, I feel like at one point I was about to win and they quit the game, all of them. So we're super competitive, and they've helped me. I would say my love for basketball really came from playing with my siblings. We had a little basketball hoop at the end of our little cul-de-sac, and that's where we play. But they've helped me. They've pushed me so much to be who I am. I mean, I think there's a video of my sister blocking me, like when I was younger, and now it's like I need to get back at her for that and get a video of that. But yeah, they've helped me like tremendously. Even my parents, like just all the support.
At the time, but she's got a nice touch. And then Addie, she's just coming in, she just has a way seeing the floor, understanding, she's trained, she's been at the highest levels. Right now she's so busy trying to orchestrate it. I want her to be a little more creative to get her shots, to get scoring, but she's a really great passer. She does, remind me of Caitlin in the sense of when you first watch Caitlin, everybody was all excited about the shots, and you are with Addie's got great range. But I've always loved Addie's passing. She can full court pass on a dime, and she can see it. So I just need to get that balance of her also looking to create for herself.
How important is it to, you've always talked about the freshman post, they come in, they haven't really played someone that is what they see in the college level. How much have Ava and Layla been just perfect for each other? I mean, Ava's only a sophomore, for them to go to battle and practice and kind of learn each other's skill sets and defend each other.
Yeah, I think that's really been great. It's been nice for Layla to have a bigger body because she's never, especially in Alaska, there's been nobody that, there just isn't a lot of people that played whenever I'd watch film, she was just so much bigger. But I think they're, Ava's temperament. Ava can compete, but also she brings along. And there's just a really a cool relationship. I think with all of our team, but a cool relationship. They can battle and you can get intense and you can get a little cranky, but there's still a respect and a really love for the teammate that I've seen really forge pretty early. And I think especially for post players when you're learning as a young one to really know when to throw an elbow because you need to. And it's the smart thing. It's nice to have a personality like an upperclassman that's not taking it personally.
What kind of improvement are you looking for from Hannah on the court?
Last year we slid her back to the 5 because I want a little bit more consistency and being a threat, certainly from 15.
Yeah.
And being able to, give a pump fake and get if she's out on the perimeter and get to the rim and finish. But we just weren't able to see that last year. But it's because we didn't have it. She missed the summer with her knee injury. So this summer, I know she's been working, right? She's been with USA Basketball, all the things. So we just got to get that a little more consistent. And that's why I'd kind of like to work a little bit, if we can, on a 2-post offense to get them both in there, but bring her in a little bit so she can play around that elbow. But I just want to get that outside shot and her passing a little bit more consistent. But I really like what I've seen so far.
Have you seen a difference out of her since coming back, just having practiced and played against, the best players in the country for a few weeks and learning from some different people?
I have. It's just a confidence. She's when her presence coming back. I mean, she's spent all that time at USA Basketball too, and you're going against the best players in America, which was for 98% of that experience, that was the best thing that could happen, because they beat a lot of people 100-40, right? And everybody plays. And you get the Brazil game, the championship, and you got a couple, Santos, who's playing with Caitlin at Indiana Fever, and then you got Cardosa, Chicago Sky. So then they were started to play. But I think that was the best thing, is she's going against Flau'jae Johnson, right? And she's playing again with Reagan Beers of Oklahoma. And you just got a lot of different people. She was handling the ball screens beautifully, so defensively. So I think that all that has really gotten her a lot of confidence to come in here. And we'll just keep working on that vocal. But like today, what I loved, we were doing a shooting drill, and they were missing some uncontested layups because sometimes they just weren't as focused. And it was her voice that says, "Let's make some layups." And she said it with an expectation that I had not heard before. So I was really happy to hear that.
When she got the invite from Team USA, did she need a little nudge from you at all?
Yeah, she did. I mean, when she got it, she wasn't. She was a little bit hesitant, and you could kind of sense. And she's like, "Well, I'm a little bit nervous." I said, "That's normal." And a lot of people had made the teams before, and she'd never been invited before. And I said, "Well, it doesn't mean that they're going to take them, because if you were invited, it means that you're there for a reason." So I think the biggest thing for Hannah was coming out of this comfort zone, and I had to really tell her that no matter what, if this was just a 3-day deal, you going out there and sizing up, other WNBA potential draft picks, people were going to play during the season or hopefully in the NCAA tournament. None of this can do anything but help you. So then she kind of, okay, so we're going to do it. And then we get out there a little nervous. But I'd heard from some of the, floor coaches, the coaches on the floor, and actually Kara Lawson, who coached the team, they'd have nothing to do with selection. They just coach whoever the selection committee. But I heard the first day Hannah looked a little tentative, but by the second day they felt, they didn't have anything to do with it. They just said there was no way they could not pick her. And that made me really happy. She really took that. And I think that's the biggest thing for Hannah. I've always wanted her to get out of that comfort zone. And sometimes she sets that limitation in her mind and just like, unsure, should I? And we've all seen it, right, when she'll take over a game and all of a sudden she goes whatever, the kids say, the beast mode, and she's rebounding in that rah, all that. You see that, like on occasion, is what I've tried to really work with her on, is I just need that, but just your constant level of expectation of yourself and those around you is high. And I've got to believe that you win a gold medal, and you're a key reason that we won a medal, is that should translate. And I'm going to keep fanning that flame.
When it comes to Layla, just the progression she's made from the first time we saw her, it's pretty evident. But the thing that Layla, and just her ability to ask questions. I think you were explaining something, you were about to rerun it, and then she had, I think it was right when Tegan was on that weak side, I guess. What does that say about her to ask those questions, to really seek out the information, especially being a young player? Just
like her, she's got a humble confidence, and she's able to get clarification. Sometimes freshmen will just be waiting, they'll ask their buddy, or they might come and ask you later. But I think that's just who she is and why she was such a sought after recruit. And she just plays with such a joy. I just love how she moves in this world. She's got a lot of gratitude, and just really is pleasant. And she also battles some homesickness. That's a long way away. And you just kind of, we talk a lot about how two things can be true. You can really be homesick, but you can really love it here. And she's really navigated that really, really well because she's got an awesome family, and they're all based in the Northwest. So she's really moving pretty well. And I just think that I like that confidence. I like when the players can know when to ask a question in practice and feel like they're able to do so. And it's cool that she can do it as a freshman.
You brought in Emily Rodriguez to kind of fill that Sid Fulter position.
Yep.
Sid did a great job there, obviously, but Emily's, an inch or two taller. Just you watch her on the court, she looks like exactly what you would want at that small forward position. Just how well does she fit into what you guys are looking for?
I think she's going to be really great in time. The challenge is the system she came from was a lot different of what we're doing, right? And so when they have to think for a while, they kind of lose that for just a little bit. But when it comes, boy, it's she can score at every level, and she's so strong, and she's got a beautiful touch from the three, and she finishes really well with contact. She's got that pro build. So we just got to stay a little patient. I think even with Addie's and Layla's, they're just sometimes it just goes too fast, and they're just not quite as accurate, or we're not quite as smooth and clean. But if we can kind of grow that group up, I would love to by the Big Ten season. But I think there's going to be more ebbs and flows because they're so talented. But with that, you have to get them into the system of which we play. And when they think so much, it takes a little time. But boy, I think Emily's going to be really good.
Seems like you can't give much space to Journey Houston on the wing. What she brought to the table since she got here.
I'm pumped about Journey. I think the thing is, Journey got a pretty significant injury that junior year, and then she missed an AAU season. So I think, all the rankings you kind of didn't really owe, Journey. But her motor is that's why I love that kid, number one. The first moment I saw her. And, a lot of people wander the Midwest, right? And then she got the injury, but, we were sticking with that. But you never know how they're going to come back. But she picks up quick. She's got a beautiful shot. She's worked on that shot. She didn't have that shot when she was younger, but she had everything else. And she's really, really smart. And I'm really pumped about her. And she's a great kid. I'm telling you guys, all these kids, I love them. I'm so pumped about them. I can't wait for our fans to see them.
You've got two veterans, McCabe and Feuerbach, that come back. They're starters, but they might be fighting for a starting job. So what have you seen from them, and what do you need from them?
I've seen a lot of consistency. I love that. And I've seen positivity, and I've seen confidence. I haven't seen any worry about that. And that's what you need, right? And I think that'll be the key to this year, probably, right? We have a lot of depth if that develops. I think that's been the beauty of Iowa basketball is we do get to a point where we're really good celebrators of each other. And I really love that. I think, I've said often, I think that's a beautiful thing about teams, but I think I love to see that in society as a whole. But that's the ticket, is whatever happens, if we can give up roles and give up partial roles and take a different role if needed. And that's when you really get to the promised land, and that's what we've done every year. I mean, when we were, Hannah Stuelke after Monica, that's when we shifted her to the 5. And, then we made it to another Final Four with that move, right? Well, Hattie had to give. Sharon Goodman had to give, right? And then last year, we thought we were going in this direction, and we put Hannah back to that. People give. And so this situation will have a few more perimeter players. So depending on how they develop, that might have to be a perimeter player now that gives more so than maybe a true post player. So I just think that the more we're really focusing on, the journey overall and the big picture is to get Iowa basketball, to that promised land. Those two are incredible women and leaders, and they're fighting. And right now, they're looking great, and I hope they keep looking great. Because the more they set the standard, everybody keeps chasing that. But I do believe that this team will always defer to the team. That's what we've always been about, is that you fight and claw, but at the end of it, it's Iowa basketball. And whatever my role is in that, they all have really stepped up to handle that, and I do not think anything different this year.
I know you had a very special relationship with Megan Gustoson.
Gosh.
She's had a big summer. I mean, she's come back from
gosh.
injury. She has the book coming out, and now she gets engaged.
So great.
It has to be a special moment for you to see that happen and to know what happened in Iowa City. And
That was so great.
Yeah.
Well, I asked her if she was coming back, and I said, could you come and meet with my bigs, especially Layla, and Ava too. But, Layla is just, she's a bigger body, and I really wanted to get her to understand the work ethic and what it takes to get to that level. And Megan's like, no problem. I'd love to come back. So I had to leave recruiting, and I said, well, I need you to come back at this time. I only got to catch a flight, and of course she did. And David DeLeo, I knew him as a little guy.
Oh, really?
Because, get this story. Kay DeLeo used to coach at Indiana State way back early in the day. So she had known Lisa and myself. Then we get the job here. Kay DeLeo coached Iowa City West basketball. And remember the old Game Time League and Prime Time for the men? Well, when that was going on, Kay DeLeo was Megan's coach before. So she has sons the same age, right? She has 2 sons. So anyway, Kay's an old coach and just loves Megan. So all Megan's career, Kay and I would talk all the time. She's like, God, she is the greatest. And I'm always, you guys know, Megan is the greatest human being. I'm like, I know. And this is a superstar that is like, this kid, I want everybody to meet Megan Gustoson. Lo and behold, fast forward in life. So Megan's operating, and David, her fiance, is operating. He goes to prep school. He plays for the Chips, right? Well, Raina Harmon kind of knows him because she used to be at the Chips, right? Anyway, all these connections. So I always told Megan when she went overseas, I said, I am praying for this European guy for you that's going to be good enough for you, because she's like a daughter. They all are. And she's like, okay, coach. She's got a really strong faith. 2 years ago, we're playing at Minnesota. We're at training table. I get a FaceTime call from Megan, but we just sit down. And I'm like, that's interesting. I don't take it because I'll just call her right after we eat, 10, 15 minutes. Calls right away, and I'm like, I got to step out. And I'm like, hey, Megan, what's up? You all right? She's like, yeah, I just want you to know. You're going to see on my story that I'm wishing a special someone happy birthday. And I just wanted to tell you first that I kind of have a boyfriend. I was like, no way. I said, so great. She's like, well, he plays in France. Yeah. Well, who is it? She said, I think you might know him. She says, David DeLeo. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, great family. And then all the things go and, unfurl, right? Well, just great. And you could tell. When you can tell, they were perfect for each other. Everybody, when she met her Vegas Aces teammates, Kate Martin will tell you, it's like, these two, they're great. Well, when they came back, it was so funny. She worked out with the team, and David went and picked her up at Des Moines because that could get her here for our time frame. Came back, she did really great, sharing her thoughts. And then I went up to David, and I gave him a hug. I said, you're almost good enough for her. You're working on it. I think you're getting close, not knowing that was going to be the night, right? Oh, and he just kind of looked at me, and he was like, I think you'll get there. But I said, this one, kind of just kidding him. So I land, I had to go to Rock Hill, South Carolina. And so I get a text from Megan, hey, can you call me? And I'm like, what? So I'm trying to navigate Charlotte traffic, and then I call him, and David picks up the phone. He's like, hey, Jan. I was like, hey. And he's like, can you FaceTime? And then I'm like, I'm actually on the interstate. Give me about 5 minutes. I'll be in my hotel. So I get to the hotel, and then I'm thinking, they're both so basketball-y. I kind of thought they were, but I wasn't thinking engagement, really. Kind of passed across my mind, but, you're thinking other things. Get in my hotel, beaming. They're walking. They're both on it. Get the play-by-play. And David said, you remember what you said to me today? I said, absolutely. I said, you got there. Yeah. But yeah, it was so adorable. And so I got to hear from her that night. Had a really, really fun call. And yeah, I'm just happy. You're happy when all of them. Sharon Goodman just got married.
Oh, really?
I couldn't go this weekend. Lisa and Jenny went on behalf because Emma Bluter got married the Saturday before. But that's our 2 biggest recruiting weekends. And I gave up half of that one, and I talked to Sharon, and just as long as one of us was there. But we always go to our players' weddings, but It's been kind of wedding season. And now Megan's going to get married, I think, in July. I'm like, what are you people? We've taught you, not July weddings. But I'm pretty sure I'll arrange my schedule.